How can we honor our ancestors and heal from deep transgenerational traumas? My name is Dr. Erica Steele. I'm a holistic doctor in family practice. I hold 6 degrees in my field, and they're all in the natural healthcare space. And I study trauma, and specifically how trauma is passed down in our DNA. And so, being from a Native American ancestry as well as African ancestry has really shown me a lot about trauma and how trauma can be passed down. A lot of times, what happens is people cope with trauma. Family systems cope with trauma, and how they tend to cope with trauma is they shut down, depression, mental health issues, or even substance abuse. That can go on for generation after generation after generation, not to mention broken homes and all sorts of phenomena that we see in adverse childhood experiences, just with all different nuances to a person's trauma. A lot of it has to do with ancestral trauma that has been passed down. After all, we're not too many generations back from those atrocities. And so healing that is definitely our responsibility. And so we begin to look at our mental health, we begin to look at our emotional health, and we begin to do the work, because nobody's going to do it for us. And gloating around and pretending like you don't have to do anything and pretending like you're fine is really not going to work, because maybe it doesn't hit you in the mental space, but it's hitting you in relationships. Maybe it doesn't hit you in relationships, but it's hitting you financially. Maybe it's not hitting you financially, but it's hitting you in your career space. So you can't run from yourself, unfortunately. Eventually, it's going to catch up to you. So the more that you can be brutally honest with yourself and really allow yourself to be vulnerable and see, is the fastest that you're going to be able to create change and break some of those generational cycles. So follow me for more if you want more tips.